Elijah was exhausted. Just days earlier, he had stood on Mount Carmel and faced hundreds of prophets of Baal. Fire had fallen from heaven. The people had seen the power of God with their own eyes. Yet instead of celebration, Elijah received a death threat from Queen Jezebel. Suddenly, the prophet who had just witnessed a miracle ran for his life. He fled into the wilderness, alone and afraid. Under a broom tree, Elijah collapsed and prayed a desperate prayer. "I have had enough, Lord," he said. "Take my life." This was not the voice of victory. It was the cry of a man who felt empty, burned out, and forgotten. But God did not rebuke him. Instead, God sent an angel. Elijah was given food and water and told to rest. Twice, the angel woke him and said, "Get up and eat, for the journey is too much for you." Strengthened by that food, Elijah traveled 40 days and 40 nights to Mount Horeb, the mountain of God. There, Elijah hid in a cave. And the Lord asked him a simple question. "What are you doing here, Elijah?" Elijah poured out his heart. He spoke of fear, failure, and loneliness. He believed he was the only faithful one left. Then God told him to stand on the mountain, because the Lord was about to pass by. First came a powerful wind, so strong it tore the mountains apart and shattered the rocks. But the Lord was not in the wind. Next came an earthquake. The ground shook beneath Elijah's feet. But the Lord was not in the earthquake. Then came a fire, fierce and consuming. But the Lord was not in the fire. And after the fire came a gentle whisper, a still, small voice. When Elijah heard it, he covered his face and stepped out of the cave. In that quiet moment, God spoke, not with spectacle, not with force, but with clarity and purpose. God reminded Elijah that he was not alone. There were still thousands who had not bowed to false gods. Elijah still had work to do. His story was not over. 1 Kings 19 teaches us something deeply important. God is not always found in the noise, not always in the earthquake, not always in the fire. Sometimes, God speaks in a whisper, and only the quiet heart hears him. For more exciting videos, subscribe to our channel at TheAuraStories.